Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Kim Kardashian, oh, I know you are in a world of hurt. This mess with Tom Kim is in the winter of her discontent. Okay, they said that she was at Jeff Basil's wedding throwing herself at Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady was busy trying to get Sydney Sweeney's attention, okay, but it didn't end well for her. And the weird thing about it is the one thing that made her really, really upset is she thought Tom was just being like a dirtbag and going after a woman half his age. Okay, but then she realized her real thing. The real competition was Sofia. Sofia Vera. Anyway, Sofia Vera, right from Modern Family. When she heard that, she was furious. Why? Well, Sofia got real face, real body, real everything, right? Kim is a little bit more manufactured, but one of the things is sources said that she was super jealous about this with Sofia Vera because unlike Sydney Sweeney at the Basil's wedding where he was just trying to get him where he fits in, they had been spending almost the whole summer together. Now Sophia's team came out when they were like, yo, you are having a European romantic holiday summer with Tom Brady. Her people came out and say, "Well, yeah, I am, but it's not that serious. Like it's cool. Like I'm going to be single by fall. You know, this body, this face, I got to do what I want to do." However, Tom Brady seems to be super smitten with Sofia. So what does this have to do with Kim Kardashian? They are saying Kim is literally enraged. In a weird way, her mind could understand why Tom would be attracted to Sydney's youth. But in her mind, she's like, Sofia is like what, 53, 55? Are you serious? I'm literally gonna war and can't get your attention against a woman that's also almost my mom's age. I mean, first of all, slow down. Sofia is not Kris Jenner's age. But even if she was, baby, Tom don't care. He only likes what looks and feels good. And obviously that's Sofia. So get this. Sources said that the Kardashian camp via Kim being vindictive. And I tend to believe this story because the Kardashians are, especially Kim, is known to be vindictive. They started planting a bunch of stories about the way that it couldn't be true. Sophia's too old. She's an old lady. And then you saw all these weird quotes of Tom being like, I would never date her. She's too old. She's too old. Which I thought was weird because Tom Brady never really speaks about the women he dates at all, right? And we know this because Kim was mad because remember when Kim was planting a bunch of stories, letting us know that Kim just had some questions
Present,
about real
and no
estate in
longer
the
has a
area
voice
that
who will
Tom
pursue
lived, and
justice
he
for her
invited her over
accusation.
and they were having one-on-one
As of the
solo
taken
dinners
against
at
Diddy,
night. And
no
D,
expansion of the
because Kanye
investigation,
told her, and again,
no
this is
isolation
Kim
orders,
never getting
no
away from
equipment
anything.
access,
Kanye
no
tells her to
suspension
do
of
what did
attorney
Kanye say to
communication.
her? If you want to date a woman, date Tom Brady, not Skull yet. Instead, shame on listen. She dated Ski really, right? I know. Let me just go off on this tangent. I truly do believe that Ski was the reason why Kim is having so much trouble now. Kanye made us forget who Kim is as a person. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but who she is, the lack of judgment. You can say she built a business empire, fine, but that was Chris and Emma Gerd, whatever her name is. Let's be real, especially Emma. Let's be real. But Kim, when it comes to men, your first husband, the second husband, well, I'm not sorry. Was she ever married to Ray J? I don't think so. Her first husband, Damon, you hear about it. It's like Kim, you deep in the pygmy trenches. We saw what happened with Ray J. Yes, Kris Jenner was able to spin that and make it work for her, but just that easy. She could have gone down in the pick me halls of fame as being like, yeah, you just let these men like run game. You know, you just got caught. You just happened to have a mom that was able to always save you, which is great. But let me go back to my point. Kanye built up Kim to be a pop culture lexicon. And for a while with all the outfits and the way Kanye was like, don't speak and don't do this, and combined with Kris Jenner, who definitely knew how to sell to what is Kim, millennial culture, right? It platformed her into somebody larger than life. If she had taken Kanye's advice and the next dude she after the divorce she talked to was well respected, just well respected, or even if he was just like a quiet intellectual, somebody that's not into fame, or even if she was like he was like a billionaire, had some god, but just somebody that was well respected and wasn't looked at as like a loser, druggie, or just a passer, right? That's the way he's looked at. I'm not saying that's him, but that's the way he's looked at. Then I honestly think that she would have kept up on that ascent. Instead, she messed with somebody so base, someone that admitted that they were high off the whole high out of his mind every single day. Even while she had this man around, this man that is a Division 1 crash. You introduced your kids to him, had them sitting on his lap and teaching them things when everybody except for her. And she was proud of it, rubbing it in, rubbing it, I guess, in Kanye's face. It made everybody lose respect for her as a woman. But also, how can you be this when you're messing with this? It really doesn't make sense how. And then after Pete went to rehab and she was chasing him around and trying to get him to reconsider, and he wouldn't, it made everybody look at her differently. Had she just jumped into somebody that was well respected, I think her post-divorce era would have been completely different. But that's just me, right? Anyway, that's why she started talking to Kanye, because she said, talking to Tom Brady, because she's like, oh, let me take Kanye's advice. Anyway, let me get back into the story. Okay, I know you're like, Tissa, where you going with this? I'm about to tell you. All right, so she was basically Tom. They were having late night dinners, a lot of them, but Tom would never claim her in public. And then there was Dave Portnoy from Barstool that literally did a video talking about, like, he was Tom Brady's woman. Don't do with Kim. She's a pick anybody else. She used to, and all this stuff. Tom never came out to check him. He never even came out to defend Kim. As a matter of fact, Kim then showed up at his roast where everybody was calling her a hoe. Kim
and
got
no longer
so mad,
has a voice
she
who will
had
pursue
Netflix,
justice for her
actually
accusation.
edit that out of the roast so you wouldn't
As of
see
the
it
taken against
unless you
Diddy,
watched it in real
no
time.
expansion
What
of
is
the
my point in
investigation,
all this?
no
You would think
isolation
somebody
orders,
like that just
no
never
equipment
comments and
access,
doesn't defend
no
anyone.
suspension
And I
of
think
attorney
Kim was fine to
communication.
think, yo, that's probably why he didn't come out and defend me, even though we're having all these late night dinners and being so cozy, because he just doesn't defend women that he's dating casually. Because Tom has just come out and issued a formal denial to People magazine that he ever said anything about his baby Sofia. Baby, he don't think she too old at all. As a matter of fact, he think she aged like fine wine. Bless into that. Tom Brady's people came out and said that he would never say Verga is too old for him to date. This is an exclusive. And baby, if it's People magazine, this can't. He's going on record as saying this. Tom Brady would never say he thinks Sofia is too old for him. A representative for Tom told People in denial of a recent report. Now they are saying that report was planted by Kim because Kim wants to make Sofia feel insecure. Girl, good luck. Right though, the headline was, Tom Brady thinks Sofia is too old. Friends tell all the mortifying detail as summer romance collapses and reveal the behavior he can't handle. He said Tom never said that, nor would he ever say anything like this. It's pure fiction. Listen again. They have been having a summer holiday romance. Ellis outing aboard Ritz-Carlton's new super yacht, the Luminina, in early July. Tom, that's where they met. Tom fought to sit next to her. They've been enjoying a whole summer trip together. Sofia says they're not dating. People are saying Tom would want to, and Kim is sitting there in the corner, according to sources, being like, and why not me? Again, who planted those stories about Sofia being old? Nobody really knows. But this seems to be like the Kardashian MMO. It seems to be like, Kim, all I got to say is, Kim, grow up for God's sakes. Again, listen, who do y'all believe? All I know is it seems like Kim is mad. But at the end of the day, she should blame her own judgment and blame Pete, because that's, I think, where people really lost respect for her. And unfortunately, I think it showed who she truly was, because baby, she has still not been able to recover. If anything, her and Kanye need to get back together, because it seems like both of them were in their golden era back then.